Hi, it's Stephen. Today I want to share 10 mistakes made by Marriott. I don't usually share personal stories, but this one's really instructive. I'm going to read off my screen, so bear with me for a minute. But where this started was trying to make a booking for a hotel, and having a surname like Pietro means I've got a space. Now that confuses computers. Sometimes they put the space in, sometimes not. Well, anyway, I made this booking and I had it in my name Pietro without the space, but it wouldn't marry up to my profile, which was DI space. So I went online to try to find the answer and try to fix this. So the first thing I do is I go to the number that they've provided on the website, and the first problem is that this number doesn't work. Now the number that they provided was an 800 number, which happened to be an American number. So what I got when I made the call was an Australian operator or computer saying you can't dial this number. So I thought, right, what do I do here? Now, being in business and knowing a little bit more than some people, because some people are going to get stuck here, I knew to do a +1 in front of it and made the call. I also could do this because it was on my work account and not a personal account. Well, I'm not a pensioner trying to make a call to the US. So it would have been an issue if it wasn't for me calling from work and calling the US often. Problem number two, I still thought I had to pay international rates, and at no stage should you have to pay international rates if you're trying to deal with any sort of company. Number three, you cannot do this online. For some bizarre reason, you can't just alter your name, remove a space online. You have to call, and by calling it means you also have to tie up their resources as well. So it's not only inefficient for me, but it's inefficient for them. Number four, the dreaded voice recognition. Now, after hearing an internal sales spiel trying to redirect me back to the website, I got asked to say what I needed, and I just said simply change name. I was thinking, well, the number that they provided me on the website was specific to the problem I had. Surely it should be able to know that it's going to be a changed name issue. But no, that didn't do that. It went through and said, well, gave me some options, like if I wanted to merge my accounts, that here's the process I could do. And it gave me one other option that I could do for something else after asking it about 5 or 6 times, change name. In desperation, I just said, help, help. I said it about 5, 6 times. And then it said, it looks like you're having problems. We'll continue to try to listen to you for a while. And if you still can't get through, we'll put you through to an operator. So I said help a bunch of other times. And eventually I got through to an operator. Now this whole process took 9 minutes. I get through to the operator, and the operator, after verifying my details, says they can't help me, that it's the wrong number, despite the fact that on the website it said for this particular problem, to change your name, call this particular number. Problem number 6 is that I'm not transferred. I'm provided a new number. It would have been so much easier if they just said, look, this is the wrong place. Sorry, the website's incorrect. I'll put you through to the correct people. Okay, fine, no stress. I go through to the next number and I have to re-verify myself again. Now I know that a lot of us get this sort of drama and it goes on all day, every day, but it's still kind of annoying. Number 8, I'm put on hold for 20 minutes. So I call this new number and I'm on hold for 20 minutes after being asked again to talk to the voice recognition system. So I say, help, help, help. Now I'm thinking the second time, maybe this is the real number to call about this problem, but it wasn't. It was just a general number for their membership line. So I go on hold for another 20 minutes. Number 9, I get through to someone, and this guy was quite helpful, but he couldn't help with the problem in the end. He could help with half of it, but not all of it. At the end, he said, just take your membership number when you check in and they can attach it to your booking. Now, I didn't want to do it like that. If I was just going to do that, I wouldn't have bothered calling. The reason I called was to get them linked up because it always causes problems with the space in my name. Hopefully, that's going to be okay. Now, number 10, the last thing that is an issue here is that they're pretending to be international when they're not. Now, Marriott is a huge international brand, hotels all over the world, but when you go to contact us, it has a little section at the top that says for US and Canadian customers, call one of these 2 numbers. Then it's got a whole lot of noise, and then in the bottom right hand corner, it's got something that says, it's got a link for international clients. And that struck me as well, because I'm thinking, well, unless I took the time to look at this and look for it, and I was looking for it because I was wondering whether I was just being unkind to Marriott in doing this blog. So ordinarily, if I'm normally going through my shopping process, I would not have gone through this whole big page of virtual ink to find one little link at the bottom that said, gave me the number for international clients to call. So how do you fix it? It's actually not that difficult to fix. When companies do computer program changes to their processes, they get testers to go through and test. They need to also employ user interface testers. And I'm not talking about people who are involved in the business at all. I'm talking about people like our mystery shoppers who go in at the start of the project and can test this thing like a normal person would. And also people who can ongoing go in and check that everything's working as it should, that it makes sense. It's very, very preventable, but makes these guys look really, really amateurish. I'm Stephen Pietro. Thanks again.